Hi guys, hello everyone, how are you? Yes, we are going to see the continuation of previous video. The problems based on the JEE advanced chemical equilibrium questions. Okay, yes, let us see here the question. It's given based on the solubility product. Okay, from equilibrium, an aqueous solution of a metal bromide MBr2 0.05 molar is saturated with H2S, hydrogen sulfide. What is the minimum pH at which MS means metal sulfide, will precipitate? Okay, KSP is given as 6 into 10 power minus 21 and the concentration of saturated H2S is given as 0.1 molar. Then, and K1 equal to 10 power minus 7, K2 equal to 1.3 into 10 power minus 13 for H2S. Okay, right. Now, let us consider here, if we see the solution, H2S can be written as what? H plus plus SH minus or HS minus, we can write it. Okay. Okay, you can write like this. It K1 is given for this as, okay, K1 is given equal to what? Here, H plus into HS minus by H2S. This is equal to what? 10 power minus 7, already it is given. And you know, HS minus further dissociate into what? H plus plus S minus 2. For this, K2 equal to H plus concentration into S minus 2 by HS minus. You see here. Okay, that is given as how much? 1.3 into 10 power minus 13. Therefore, now by adding these two equations, what we will get? K. K you will get here. That equal to what? These two are cancelled out. Now H2S gives rise to, by adding the two equations, H plus. Here H plus square we can write. Why? Because you know 2H plus plus S minus 2. You can write like this. It equal to what? K. K is equal to H plus square into S minus 2 concentration. Square bracket indicates concentration, you know that very well. H2S, that is equal to, by taking these two multiplication, K1 into K2. Okay, that equal to what? K equal to K1 into K2. By adding these two equations, we will get here. It is the resultant equilibrium constant. Therefore, just multiplying 10 power minus 7 into 1.3 into 10 power minus 13. Therefore, the overall value how much we will get? 1.3 into 10 power minus 20. K is equal to, this is the value of K. K you will get like this. Okay, right. K is equal to 1.3 into 10 power minus 20 you will get. Okay, right. But the point here, what they are asking about what here? An aqueous solution of metal bromide is saturated with H2S. You know, what is the minimum pH at which MS will precipitate? They are asking the question. Therefore, now what we have to consider? 1.3 into 10 power minus 20. This is the overall equilibrium constant for what? For dissociation of H2S. But what we required from metal sulfide, we required the concentration of sulfide. We say that. Okay, therefore we are going to take here KSP is equal to you know 1.6 into 10 power minus 21. That is equal to what? concentration of Ms can be written as what here? Ms can be written as, Ms solid can be written as, here it is Ms solid, right? M plus 2 plus S minus 2 aqueous. Therefore, here Ksp equal to concentration of M plus 2 into concentration of S minus 2. Just you observe from the above equation. And M plus 2 here, we required to find out here. M plus 2 we know from the equation you can observe that 6 into 10 power minus 21, that is M plus 2 and S minus 2. But M plus 2 concentration from this is given how much? Metal bromide. Concentration of metal how much is given? 0.05. You just substitute the value. Okay. You substitute the value here 0.05 into S minus 2. We don't know the concentration of S minus 2, but we know the concentration of from metal bromide. The metal M plus 2 concentration is 0.05. Okay, is that clear? Right. Now here the concentration of S minus 2 can be written as, concentration of S minus 2 can be written as 6 into 10 power minus 21 by 0.05. You can write like this. Okay, here, and you can write it as 6 by 5 into, here 5 by 100 if it goes above 10 power minus 19. Shall I write directly? Because 5 by 100 if it goes 10 power 2, 21 minus 21 plus 2 becomes 10 power minus 19. Here it is 1 point, here 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10, 1.2 into 10 power minus 19. That is the concentration of sulfide ion. Okay, that is important to remember. You can, okay, right. After formation, we got it here, concentration of S minus 2, right? But what the question here, it is about the concentration of, here we required H2S. Okay, the concentration of H plus from this equation. From this equation directly I am going to substitute here. I am going to take this equation. I am going to substitute here the values. Sulfide we know that, and K we know that. Concentration of H2S is given 0.1. Concentration of H2S is given as 0.1. I am substituting all the values. K is equal to what? 1.3 into 10 power minus 20. K we got it here. The overall K value we got it here. You just see that. Okay. That is equal to what? Equal to, we don't know concentration of H plus 2 square. You just keep it as it is. Concentration of S minus 2 is given what here? You just substitute this. Concentration of S minus 2 is 1.2 into 10 power minus 19. Okay. And by, it can be written as, concentration of H2S is given how much? 0.1. Just substitute the value. Okay. That equal to what we can write? It can be written as, you see here, I am going to rewrite the equation. It implies H plus concentration is equal to, just we rewrite the equation. Concentration of H plus square is equal to 1.3 into 10 power minus 20 into 0.1. I am writing here into 0.1. Okay, and by here 1.2 into 10 power minus 19. You can write it. Okay, you can look at that. Now, continuation, what we can write here? The concentration of H plus square is equal to, you can write it as 0.13 by 1.2 into 10 power minus 1. Minus 20 plus 19 becomes what? If minus 19 goes to numerator, then it becomes 10 power minus 1, because bases are equal, powers will be added. We know that very well, correct? Therefore, here this is equal to 1.2 if you consider here 0.13 you can write it as 0.08 into 10 power minus 1, that equal to 0.008, we can write it. Okay, if you write that, then into we can write here concentration of H plus. We can write in one more step. What we can write is, I am going to simplify this somewhat. Let us write like this. What decimal will be removed? 1.3 by what we can write? 12 can be written. Okay, 12 can be written. 0. You can write it as 0.08. We can write it. One more step also we can do that. What it is you see, into 10 power minus 1 if you write, then 0.13 by 12, that equal to what we can write? 0.08, we can write it here. 0.08 means what we will get? The concentration of H plus is equal to minus 0.04, you will get here. Okay, yeah, minus 0.04 you will get here. And if you write it here, 0.4 into 10 power minus 1, we can write it. 0.4 into 10 power minus 1, we can write it. Okay, therefore the concentration of 0.4, what we can do? The concentration of 0.4, we have to take the log. We will rewrite this equation as, actually here 1.3 into 10 power minus 20 into 0.1. I am rewriting that equation. You just see 1.3 by 1.2, keep it as it is. And 0.1 is there, no? 0.1 you write here, then it becomes what? Here it is equal to 1.08 it becomes. Okay, you keep that in mind. 1.3 by 1.2 becomes 13 by 12. 13 by 12 means 1.08 into 10 power minus 1, because 10 power minus 20 minus plus 19, it becomes 10 power minus 1 into 0.1. I am rewriting this 1.08 into 10 power minus 2, because 10 power minus 1, 10 power minus 1, these two together 10 power minus 2 it becomes. Therefore, from this H plus can be written as what? The H plus can be written as, I am writing here, H plus is equal to, because root over you have to consider. The root over here 1.08 into 10 power minus 2, that equal to 1.04 into 10 power minus 1, we have to consider. Okay, therefore, now you apply, because we required what here? pH, the minimum pH at which MS, metal sulfide, is will be precipitate. The metal sulfide will precipitate at which pH? Therefore, you apply minus log, pH equal to what we know already? pH equal to minus log H plus. I am writing here pH is equal to minus log H plus, that equal to minus log concentration of H plus minus 1.04 into 10 power minus 1. We can write like this. Okay, it can be written as what? Minus log 1.04 minus of, because you can see here directly I am writing here plus 1. Is there any doubt? Actually my A into B becomes A plus B, minus into minus becomes plus, minus plus 1 log 10. Log 10 becomes 1, we know that very well. Therefore, see, minus log 1.04 equal to 0.017, we can say that. 1.04 how much? 1.017 value equal to, that equal to, I am writing here, I am going to rub this. Yes, it can be written as 1 pH is equal to 1 minus log 1.04. log 1.04 is equal to 0.017. 0.017 we can say that. Okay, therefore here 0.1 minus 0.017, 1 minus 0.017, that equal to 0.983. This is the overall value of pH we can. Okay, yes, this is the value. Here you have to keep in mind the required value. Here it is what? 0.983 we will get it here. Therefore, see the question they were asking about what here? The question they were asking pH value here to participate 0.983, that is the required pH we have to find out. Okay, right. This is about the information about the question, right? Next question let us go through, right? I am going to rub this. We will go through the next question. Okay, yes, let us go through the question continuation here. See this. In 1 liter saturated solution of AgCl, the KSP is given as, right, okay, yeah, the AgCl, KSP of AgCl is given as 1.6 into 10 power minus 10, 0.1 mole of CuCl, that is KSP of CuCl is 1 into 10 power minus 6 is added. The resultant concentration of Ag plus in the solution is 1.6 into 10 power minus x. The value of x is, that is the question. Now, see here, it is based on the common ion effect. The solution is based on what here? Common ion effect concept. Which concept is implied? Common ion effect. Let us see the questions here. For example, if you take AgCl, AgCl gives rise to solid, Ag plus aqueous, Cl minus aqueous, correct? And similarly, actually here, for example, you say x moles of Ag plus and x moles of Cl minus is obtained. And next, if you consider, if you consider here CuCl, CuCl can be considered as what? CuCl gives rise to Cu plus plus Cl minus. Now, here, what is the value? Y. You can see that. But the point is what? Here, since common ion is present, the concentration of Cl becomes what? X plus Y. And the concentration of Cl minus, here it is what? X plus Y. Why? Because what? We have added both the solutions. Therefore, the equation becomes, instead of x, it becomes x plus y rather than, okay. Now, here Ksp of AgCl is equal to concentration of Ag plus into concentration of Cl minus for AgCl, Ksp of AgCl if you consider. Now, it can be written as what? Ag plus concentration is given as x and Cl minus concentration is given as x plus y. This is equal to what here? Ksp value how much? Ksp value how much for AgCl? 1.6 into 10 power minus 10. Okay, substitute the value. Similarly, Ksp of CuCl can be written as what? KSP of CuCl, Cu plus into Cl minus equal to, yeah, here also same, y into x plus y. We will write like this, and here 1.6 into the value is how much? 1 into 10 power minus 6. That is for CuCl, 1 into 1.0 into 10 power minus 6. Okay, right. Let us consider these two equations now. Equation 1 by equation 2 let us do now. Okay, yeah. Divide these two equations, x into x plus y by y into x plus y is equal to, you can see here, x into x plus y into x plus y is equal to, let us write here, 1.6 into 10 power minus 10 and 1.0 into 10 power minus 6. 1.0 is nothing but 1 only, we know that very well. Therefore, it can be written as 1.6 into 10 power minus 10 plus 6, that means 10 power minus 4, we will write it here, and x plus y is cancelled out. Therefore, the equation can be written as x by y is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 4. It implies what? It implies x is equal to y into 1.6 into 10 power minus 4. You can write like this. Okay. From this equation, what we can conclude? X is, here if you consider, x is very much greater than, x is compared to here y, it's very small. Why is it so? 10 power minus 4. For example, if I write here, I'll showing the comparison. For the comparison, I'll show here. For example, if you want y equal to 2, you consider this 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 4. Assume y equal to 2. Then x value becomes what here? 1.6 into 10 power minus 4 means 3.2 into 10 power minus 4, because 1.6 into 2, 3.2, 32, 6 to the 16 to the 32. Okay, therefore, 32 into 10 power minus 4. X value is what here? Overall x value here it is like this. I'll show you with different color. Overall x value here it is 3.2 into 10 power minus 4 and y is 2 here. And therefore, from this what we can conclude? X is very much small compared to y. X is very much small compared to y. Okay, is that clear? Therefore, x plus y becomes what here? Therefore, it implies x plus y approximately equal to y. Is that clear? Because x is very much small, x can be neglected, it becomes y, and it is the important here, you have to keep that in mind. Now, what we will do then? Now, you take this equation again. Since x plus y equal to y I am writing as it is, and x plus y becomes what again? X plus y is also y. I will write one more step for the clarity. We know that here from CuCl, I am writing that equation again. I am writing that equation again. Y into x plus y is equal to 1.6 into, 1.0 into 10 power minus 6. 1.0 means nothing but 1, no need to worry about. It becomes what? It becomes, since x plus y equal to y, right? Now what we can substitute? Y into y only, because x plus y equal to what? This total term equal to y. Okay, therefore y equal to 1 into 10 power minus 6. 1 can be neglected. Directly what we can write? Just 10 power minus 6 we can write. Is that clear? Understand? Yes. You see how the sequence is going on. You just observe that. First what we have done? We have taken the two equations from these to KSP, from the KSP. then we have derived here the value of what x by y, and x is very much less than y, we know that very well, and therefore instead of x plus y, y we are taking, and y square equal to what? Y square equal to 10 power minus 6, therefore y equal to 10 power minus 3, you can say that. This is concentration of what? Y is concentration of Cl minus. It is the concentration of Cl minus, because we are considering about what? Cl minus concentration. Why is it so? Why? Because the common ion is what in both? The common ion in both cases you observe here, Cl minus. You see that. Okay? Yeah, that is the Cl. But see, here if you observe, Cu plus and Cl minus same, but which one is common? Okay, Cu plus and Cl minus Yy only, but you know which one is common? X can be neglected, and with respect to here, common ion effect we require. But finally, what the question is asking? The question is asking about what? The resultant concentration of Ag plus in the solution. The resultant concentration of Ag plus in the solution they were asking about. Therefore, you can write it as, from this equation, from the first equation you consider this one. Yeah, Cl minus is equal to, I am writing this equation, I am taking and writing this. Cl minus is equal to, we required to find Ag plus, not Cl minus. Okay, let us consider, because the question is about Cl minus, right? Ag plus is equal to Ksp by Cl minus. Ksp by concentration of Cl minus. Ksp is what here? I am rewriting this. Ksp value how much? 1.6 into 10 power minus 10. You just write here. You just write here 1.6 into 10 power minus 10, and Cl minus, from this we write here how much? 10 power minus 3. Therefore 1.6 into what? 10 power minus 3 becomes plus 3 if it goes to numerator. You see, you observe this. Then 10 power minus 10 to plus 3 how much? Minus 7. The value of x they are asking. You have to correlate with this what? 1.6 into 10 power minus x they have asked here. Therefore 1.6 into 10 power minus 7 is nothing but what? 1.6 into 10 power minus x. X value becomes what here? Therefore the value of x is equal to 7. This is the final answer what we required. It is also an integer type questions. You see, till now we have gone through the similar types of questions we have gone through till now. Okay, because the 4 questions from previous video or now this video, the similar type of questions based on concentration based on in case of Fe plus 2 and S minus 2, we have gone through H2S case also same in previous question, H2S also, and here also metal sulfide, because H2S from H2S metal sulfide. Based on all these questions related to generally common ion effect considerations, and the value of x here in this particular case the purely common ion effect, because 2 solutions are mixed here. These are sparingly soluble salts. Therefore you can see x value we got it 7. Okay, this is a previous year advanced question. Thank you very much. Okay, 2011 it was given. Thank you so much.